I'm Chris Ermides with This Old House, and we are in Cape Cod, Massachusetts, a peninsula just south of Boston, which is best noted for its summertime fun, family vacations, things that are warm and exciting, and water. And why are we here now in the dead of winter? To introduce you to one of our idea houses known as the Cottage on the Cape, which is behind me. Our cottage on the Cape will be ready for a family vacation this summer. This series follows the builder's progress. We'll focus on the crucial decisions that make each house special. Matt Cole is an award-winning contractor whose family has been building houses on the Cape for 3 generations. For this project, he worked with Union Studios in Providence, Rhode Island. Don Powers and his team have designed several idea houses for This Old House. Architect Christina Carlson won an award for the design of our latest project. The defining feature of this house is an old concept that's experiencing a renaissance. The modern name is accessory dwelling unit. The old school name was in-law apartment.
In all 15 towns on the Cape, there's the need for more housing, and there's discussion about accessory dwelling units being one of many important ways to solve the housing challenge.
We know they're going to have a lot of people here over the summer, so we did look at expanding that first floor. So now there's a nice size island, so you can fit 4 or 5 people at your island. And we also looked on the second floor, instead of a 2-bedroom with a single shared bath, we can open this up and take a look inside. We were able to add a second bath. The second bedroom in the back would share the hall bath. And then look what happened up here in the roof. We added a loft. So this is accessed by a ship's ladder or a wonderful built-in, so that you can now have an additional sleeping space for your guests over the summer. So the add-on to our main house, we have the option to put on a garage, or in this case, we imagine this as a maker space. So inside the garage could be a workshop or an area that functions as a home office, and we can add that on to the side as well as the front porch.
With the extra units, the house is 2,300 square feet with 3 bedrooms and a sleeping loft. So Matt, I see that we've got the gable end walls here, and can you tell us a little bit about what's going on?
When the zip system first came out, we started to look at it and found that there were huge advantages to using it. One, because of the coating on the surface, it has its water resistive barrier already on the product. So that's great for 2 reasons. First, it's a time saver. Mm-hmm. Second, we do a lot of coastal work in windy environments, and you remember the old days of the paper blowing off the building.
Sure,
well, you don't
absolutely.
have that issue here.
Yep.
But the real advantage, I think, is the time savings that you get, because you really, once you have the product up and you're taped, you've got a watertight shell to where you can start your mechanical rough in. So for us, that's a big time saver where we don't have to wait to start roughing in.
Matt, I noticed that down here you've got a layer in between the framing and the sheathing.
Having a continuous layer of insulation on the outside of the building allows us to achieve higher R values, higher efficiency for the homes. This is a labor saver. So come on inside.
All right.
As we walk in through the covered porch, we're now into the open plan living space. We've got the living room, dining room. It's all nice and open. Back here is the kitchen.
See no columns or anything? How are you able to achieve that?
Yeah, so we framed with wood eye joists. You see some LVLs in the floor system where we had some point loads coming down. But these eye joists allowed us to clear span, so that we don't have columns interrupting the space and really creating the open plan.
That's great. Solid floor system.
That's right, yeah, really solid floor. The guys at Weyerhaeuser helped us out to figure out exactly what we needed to achieve that.
And then we got some space back here too?
Yeah, so from the kitchen we can go 2 ways. We can come in through the mud room, or we can go into the master suite through here. A big part of the design of the house was to create flexibility. So again, we have what could be a master suite ground level. It's an older population on the Cape. We always hear you have to have a first floor master suite. But depending on how the house is used, this is also designed to be separated off. This door can be locked and this can function as an accessory dwelling unit. Bedroom, bathroom, so really a one-bedroom apartment if you choose to use it that way and close the door off.
All right.
We're up on the second floor now. We've got a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom layout here. To my right, we have master bedroom with its own bathroom. We've got a guest bedroom to my left, guest bathroom, and then we've got a neat little loft space up above us and basically a ship's ladder to get up to that loft space.
Okay. Notice you guys are pretty much close to being finished framing. You got Advantech down here. What is it?
So it's strands of wood pressed together with glue to make up a composite matrix.
It doesn't absorb moisture or anything?
It does not, and there were plenty of predecessors to this product that we wouldn't try because we put it in a bowl of water and watch it expand, right. And that doesn't work when you're exposed to the weather like this invariably for an amount of time while you're framing.
The framing process also benefited from one other big thing, the location where the walls were built.
Back a little, back a little, back a little, right there. Nail it.
We're at Cape Cod Panel in Hyannis, about 30 miles from the project, where the walls are being built. And we're going to meet with Mike here, who's one of the owners, to find out the process.
We are a design fabrication company. Any plans that come in from an architect, we will put that into our system and really get it down to the bones. We redesign it into basically framing plans.
Okay, because architects aren't great at creating framing plans. Right?
No, they make a pretty picture though. So we actually break it down to the bones, the framing of the house. And in here we will build all the walls, the gables, cheeks, anything that goes into the frame, we do right in the shop. So this, Chris, is the final step before it gets shipped out, packaged, and ready to be sent.
Okay.
TJ here runs this section. TJ cuts them, puts them into place, tacks the corners, push of a button, and the thing just takes off. Yeah.
Let's see it. So no missed nails,
Yeah.
and no shiners.
No shiners.
TJ, I heard some shiners in there. I don't know, man. So a shiner is when you screw up and you miss a stud. We gotta flip that over and inspect your work. What an operation you got here. Thanks so much for the tour. It's great to meet you.
Thank
We'll
you
get out of
very
your
much.
way so you guys can actually be more productive today.
Awesome.
We are well underway at this project and we're gonna follow it through all the way to the end. Next time, we're gonna install skylights. Until then, I'm Chris Ermides at the Cottage on the Cape Idea House.